And until you humble yourself, you will forever be kinged by the king.
Hey, Kev, you didn't say nothing to Katt Williams when he did a 3-hour interview talking slow yesterday. You didn't put a shot clock on him.
Do you entertain the circus or do you watch it, Perk? Which one do you do? What do you do? You watch it. You go, man, look at that lion riding the bike. That's what you say.
I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, that's how, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes, you know what I'm saying, before pause was invented, you know what I'm saying, but it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And I'm
what the f*** did Puff just say? Nobody's going to acknowledge this for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was stupid. Listen.
It seemed like Diddy snapped back to reality after those words escaped his lips, swiftly trying to move past it, while Usher stood there looking a bit embarrassed, as if Diddy had just said something that should have stayed under wraps.
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
What a life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
Girl, you the one that's high five. You wasn't my man's mom, I'd tear that ass up.
Thank you. I'm gonna give it to you raw. Clarence, make sure that you don't get straight up. There's a lot of going on in the entertainment industry, the music industry. Everybody's getting caught up into something. I'm cured now, though. Everybody, I'm cured. Everything's good. Y'all can have me over for dinner. Everything is good.
So this went on for about a year. Any parties he had, like, I was,
you would go.
I didn't know that there was other parties.
Yeah. You wasn't at them parties.
I wasn't at those parties. I was at the big party. And then Diddy called me one day after I did Cadillac Records. He came to the premiere of Cadillac Records in New York, and he was like, "Man, you killed that." He said, "I'm up for this movie or this show." It was a movie, Raisin in the Sun.
Yeah.
He's like, "I need an acting coach, man." So I put him with my acting coach that I had since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And my acting coach, big shout out, Josh Patan, wonderful, phenomenal acting coach. And he started working with him. Then Diddy was on a series for a little bit, and then he was working. So he was always looking out. So I think it was just now looking back, it's like the groomage, right?
Yeah.
So I was. The BET Awards were happening in town. I didn't go because I wasn't nominated. So I'm like, I'm not going. I'm not nominated. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting my black behind at the crib. So about 2:30 in the morning, 2:15, 2:30 in the morning, phone rings. This is an unknown number. I don't answer unknown numbers. But my wife looking at me like,
yeah.
Who is that?
Pick that up.
I want to know about this.
So I put it on speaker. Yeah. I picked it up. I say, who is this? It's Sean. I'm like, Sean? It's Puff. I'm like, oh, what's good?
Talking low like that?
Talking low. So I was like, hey, what's good? I said, what's cracking? He said, we didn't see you tonight at the BET Awards. We didn't see you tonight. He said,
you checking in?
He said, what you doing? I was like, oh man, I'm at the crib. He said, oh yeah, we over here at the he said, I'm over here at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I said, oh, for real? So who over there? Just me.
What? Come on, man. That man ain't serious. You serious?
He said, just me. So my wife, I'm over here on the suspect list.
What the hell?
So I'm like, nah, man, I'm in bed, bro. I'm good. He's like, I and just hung up.
But did he ever give you signs?
No.
Did you ever give him any sign, any reason?
No, nothing whatsoever. So I'm like, man, but now I got smoke in my house. So my wife looking at me like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know. This man just called me. Like, I don't know what's going on. So anyway, people, when I posted that on IG, people was like, the comments was like, but did you go?
You did.
And they was like,
you did leave it like in limbo.
And I'm like, I got to respond to this. But I was like, the only way people really listen is if you say, they listen to Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle say some shit they know is fact. I was like, hell no, I didn't go. It's crazy. It's ridiculous when I look like going to a grown man's hotel room in the middle of the night. It's ridiculous. Anything's possible with this man. Like Kevin Garnett winning the NBA championships. Anything's possible. I wasn't playing those games with P. Diddy that night. It could have changed everything.
Damn, man.
So you were not surprised when all of this came out in the open at all?
No, I wasn't, because I have, as I gotten further deeper into the game, people talk. So I would hear stories, but I never saw nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I can't be like...
Yeah, because you didn't go to those other parties.
Yeah, I didn't know there's after party.
You didn't go to that hotel that night.
I didn't go to that goddamn hotel.
That's the part.
I put that for low.
So, like, have you seen him since that happened?
No,
Have you talked to him since that happened?
I did. Okay, so I did see some things one time, and I escaped. Well, it's not, that sounds dramatic, but I was, I thought, I'm an arts kid, so let me give some context. Growing up in art school, in high school, it was the first time I saw, like, men, like, boys, like, they were like, we was in junior year, like, going together, like, holding hands in school and kissing and stuff. I was like, but I didn't want to judge them. They were talented. You know what I mean? And so there was this understanding and what is it called? Just non-judgment about it. Yeah. So I was always been, non-judgment about people's sexuality. But, people that you've seen that you would not assume, doing compromising things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Booed up. You my brother. I ain't gonna boo up with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You my brother.
Because in public you don't do this.
We ain't never gonna be sitting too close on the couch.
No.
If me and you just want to go catch a Marvel movie, nigga, we gotta have a seat in the middle.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We ain't armed, bro.
No popcorn with you. We're not sharing popcorn.
We gonna have to have a seat in the middle. Okay? Give me some spice. So I'm seeing some things, and I was like, man, and so I used to drink a lot. Like a lot. Like I could drink a bottle of tequila by myself. And I had got invited to this meeting, but I hadn't drank all day. And so this is now, it's night. It's like 11:30, 12. There was only about 14, 15 people in there, but some people. And they was like, Columbus, what you drink at Columbus? I'm like, I only drink one thing, tequila. And they were like, oh, get him. Oh, we got the smooth tequila. So I was like, all right, let me get a shot. So I'm over here, like, we chopping it up. I take my shot. I'm like, pretty smooth. So we chopping it up. 5 minutes go by, 7 minutes go by. Something wrong. Something wrong. Whoa.
Something was in your drink.
Something wrong. Because I'm getting dizzy. I'm trying
on
to
one
stay
shot.
on one shot. So I'm trying to stay focused. But I'm hearing, but I'm like, I start getting a little sweaty. I was like, oh, something wrong. I gotta find. I was like, I played it cool.
Where's the restroom?
Where's the bathroom? Yeah. So I'm like, they're like down this hall, and it's like a big ass house in Atlanta. So I'm like, walking down the hallway, look like the Starship Enterprise. I go to the bathroom and I put my finger down my throat and cat backing.
Because you knew.
And my manager was with me, so he kicked in the door. Boom, Short, you all right? I was like, bro, I don't know, bro. It's like, son. He's like, the driver's still outside. Let's go. So we go out, and they all met us in like the vestibule, and they're like, hey, you good, Short? I was like, chill, just relax. I'm like, nah, I'm fine. I gotta be at set early in the morning. Boom, get in the SUV. Just get out of here.
Damn.
Right? So
who was at this party?
That was the night that being an alcoholic saved my life and my booty hole.
Because you knew how to
get on out of there.
About.
He's lying. I mean, but I don't address that. You know what I mean? I'm in the joke business. So the rest of that other thing is done. I'm not a gangster. I'm not this. I'm not that. And if you play the rest of it, he'll tell you I'm one of the greatest comedians, period. He cannot argue that. So there's nothing else to say. See, I don't feed into that because, to be quite honest with you, this is the reason why he does it. So
just get people to talk.
For us to talk about.
I mean, when's the last time anybody mentioned Katt Williams?
You understand? Y'all, I mean, the people, he sit here and goes across everybody. And that's why I didn't answer it. You know what I mean? I don't answer it. I thought we was friends. Everything he just said is not true. I've been in the military for 9 years. I was Air Force in the whole time and sitting there. Nobody give me anything. They didn't give me no show. There were no cards up there. I'm no smart person that I know.
I watched the whole interview and it sounded just bitter and jealous and, he's mad at other people's success.
Well, exactly what it is. He has a tour that's coming out, and if you sit there, negativity goes farther than positivity. It's platforms that's in my own community that I've been doing comedy for 30 years, never mentioned me, but they mentioned me about that when he said something with negativity. It's just like a parked car. I mean, like an accident, People love to see a train wreck.
Sure. That's true.
And so if
just why people listen to this show.
Exactly. if he had these problems with these individuals, including myself, I'm easy to find. Right. You know what I mean? These type of things was never spewed or said or said to me in a place. I come from a place, if you have a problem with a man and you have a comment about a man, come see the man. And then you would deal with it. But see, people understand the situation, especially from my community. You have to make a conscious decision. Do you want to give up the standard of living for the personal satisfaction of retaliating against him? And he knows there is no consequences to what he's doing in this form. He would never, ever do that in a normal setting because he would have to deal with the consequences of insulting these men that these brothers have families, kids, and everything. And you're just out here trashing them, their integrity, their reputation, and all that for what? So we can sit around here right now and get up early in the morning, build a brew, and talk about him and the rest of it off of it, man. So I personally don't. I never answer it. I never sit there on it, and
take the high road. Yeah.
No, it's the only road.
The only road.
I mean, it's pleasant to the point. I thought we was friends. That's just one less person I got to speak to.
Yeah, I thought I was friends with somebody, and he sued me. And it's crushing. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're a grown man. You got a problem with that man? You go talk to that man.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't like,
by the way, I need to speak to you after the show. During this.
You don't like the outcome of it, we'll handle it man to man.
Right. But and let's not forget that Katt Williams fought a child and lost.
Yeah.
He fought a 14-year-old. Remember they were playing like pickup football or something, and he lost. This kid put him in a headlock and lost.
I mean, that kid had moves though.
He's still 14.
He's still 14.
I can beat a 14-year-old.
Earthquake, I think you're fantastic. I think what you just said, everything there was great, and that's classy, the classy way to handle it. And who cares what he has to say? You're doing your thing. You're always on the top 10 list of all those comedians. So
well, I'm in the joke business.
Right.
See, that's what it's all about. Nothing about that is jokes. We're comedians. Mm-hmm. I was still coming to the point. Where's the jokes?
Yeah, was he drunk or is this a mental illness with Katt Williams?
I don't know what he is, but what I know that it is, it has nothing to do with the job description. That reason why what we are. You know what I mean? You can't.
The opposite.
It's exactly.
I'm tired of the rhetoric of, you sell out in Hollywood because you wore a dress. Negro, I wore a dress. It's called White Chicks. You know what we did? We did a classic. Only black people sit there and go, man, our brothers wearing dresses. Oh, so white people, when they wear dresses, when Robin Williams wears a dress in Mrs. Doubtfire, he's brilliant. When Tom Hanks wears a dress in Bosom Buddies, he's brilliant, right? Mm-hmm. When Dustin Hoffman wears a dress in Tootsie, he wins an Oscar. Mm-hmm. Black people, as soon as we put on a dress, we start tearing each other down. This is art, and this is comedy. You think I'm going to tear down Flip Wilson? You think I'm going to tear down Tyler Perry? I'm not going to tear down any of these brothers. It's comedy, and we should embrace our comedy, all of it. We shouldn't have one type of humor. We should embrace all of our humor.
Claims by saying, go back and look at the Kings of Comedy tapes. Whenever he introduced his buddy, Cedric the Entertainer, it was all about himself. So yeah, I knew about it. Did it piss me off? Nah, you can't piss me off. You ain't that good. Not one to hold back, Steve decided to tell his side of the story during an interview in 2009. He said, I was upset at first because it just wasn't true. Me and Bernie had a lot of good times together, and then this article in GQ came out and put all this vicious stuff in there. B said he never said I had to take him at his word for it. In another interview, Harvey clarified that he had no intentions of being a movie star. As for the allegations about him showboating, Steve didn't mince his words when he said that in this town, it's all about the ego business. Interestingly enough, Steve didn't feel like giving Bernie a courtesy call to clear the air following his GQ interview, simply because he didn't get one from Bernie when he first caught wind of the rumors. And so, against this backdrop of betrayal and backstabbing, Steve and Bernie found themselves on opposing sides. The beef between the two comedians has long been an open secret in the industry. Back in 2022, Cedric the Entertainer revealed the truth during his appearance on Club Shay Shay. According to him, Mac and Harvey never got along, calling them alpha males who didn't see eye to eye. Like Katt, Cedric's reason for turning down an offer for the original Kings of Comedy 2 was the simmering tension between Harvey and Mac.
Who that Steve and Bernie butted heads?
Yeah. I mean, they were the kind of guys that they both alpha males, like they both, they just saw it different.
Is that one of the reasons why you didn't do? You did the first part. The second.
Of course, that was definitely a contributing circumstance. But
D-Ray, you know why? Because Marlon Wayans called me and told me you said what Katt did was good for comedy. No, it's not. I'm 50.
Yes, it was.
No, it's not.
Of comedy.
No, because he did it.
He shot a lot of lights regardless of what he shot a lot of lights on comedy. Shit was boring. He was out here bored, and he made it basketball again. It's competitive. Yeah. You want? Can we get? You going 2000?
No, shut up, nigga. Because you know why I disagree? Because I put a special out the same day, and it was fine. And this come out, I read 3,000 books by the time I was 7 years old. What the f*** are you talking about? Me? I ain't getting money. Where's the money in that? Where is the money in that?
You dropped the album, he put out a mixtape.
Nigga, sounds ridiculous.
No, I sounded. You have to pause about it so I know I was smart.
No, say it again. All right. He said, D-Ray, I will check. Yes. I put out an album and he put out a mixtape.
Yeah, your shit pop. You put out a mixtape.
Can I get another Casamigos? It's fun being drunk, isn't it, Dion? Dion's got the right idea. This album mixtape shit you're talking about. Weddings, I've gone to Nick's funerals, and we're part of the game. It's this. He only eats this. He didn't say anything about any of these white boys. And none of these white boys function like that. And Katt is one of the best painters in the game. Ugly pictures of us. Stop. Hey, yo, did he say anything about me? Yes, he did. And what did he say?
Nothing bad.
That he loves me and I'm awesome. And you want to know why he said that? Because I've been nothing ever but kind to this nigga. And you can only say the same, and you can only say the same. I've never, ever hurt any of you. And all these niggas have taken shots at me because it hurts to be big. And can't hurt people, but I'm a hurt person that never hurt people. And he does it all the time. Anything that you did wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong. Katt didn't do nothing wrong. I'm gonna bring a picture of the black guy. Katt did this to me.
What you just did was someone called you, which I'm not gonna say the name. You said who called you because I don't gotta do that. You already said the name. Just somebody called you and said that D-Ray said it was good for the culture. That's all they gave.
Oh, Marlon said.
Right, Marlon. So that's the only information.
Yo, he's not the only one. Fat Joe is killing it. No, he's not. I am 50 years old. I am not beefing with you niggas. Ever. And if you guys want to play the game like that, then set them up. Let's play, nigga. I don't. But if you come at me, let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yo, D-Ray. D-Ray, let me tell you something about this nigga. I sat right there. Wait. D-Ray, I sat right there and I watched you do a set. And it was brilliant. And I'll tell you exactly what I thought was brilliant about it. And look at you leaving at the goal. I'm gonna go somewhere and be ratchet. Good night, bitch. Listen. No. I sat there, I watched you do a set. It was brilliant. Listen, brilliant. Every joke you told was tragic. It's personal. This nigga a joke about waiting for his father to come see him and looking out the window in anticipation. They falling out of the chair. Everything he said was painful, and he made everyone laugh. I saw you do that. He didn't say anything about anybody. Katt was talking about shit that niggas did to other niggas, but not about anything that niggas did to him. If I told my story, it would break your heart. Your heart. If I told my story, it would break your heart. I lost everything and never, ever told on anybody. And this nigga's the arbiter of truth. Katt, listen, I fuck with Katt hard. But, wait, D-Ray, just tell me what part of the game fucks up another nigga's paper is about telling on another nigga. Tiffany Haddish is lifting something heavy and as clumsy as she is. I don't disagree with Katt. He be telling the real shit. Yes, nigga, that is true. But why would you say that? Because all of us are trying to be in a better situation. Can we get over it? Open the window. Open the window. This room stinks.
I want to be as respectful as possible. So I'm telling you this. So when someone called you, they said D-Ray said it was good for the culture, but they tell you why D-Ray said it was good for the culture. It wasn't because I also said that what Katt said was he said a lot of personal stuff that has nothing to do with comedy. But the funny shit is funny. It's funny that nigga said.
Oh no, it was funny. I'm not saying. No, wait a minute. I'm not saying it wasn't funny. What did I say? I said a master chef could be Franks. I stand by that.
We have another conversation later about all the bulk of what you said, but I'm gonna break down what you asked me why you did shit and your ability to do shit.
No.
Wait.
No, you know exactly. Stop. Stop with the semantics.
It's only fair.
Okay.
You said.
Tell your paragraph and I'll either in a sentence. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I tell you my story? All I'm saying is that Right. The things you did, the way that you move, you know not to never do that to somebody because of the way you were raised, because how you come from, because you have 40 years in. You said longer than anybody's been doing comedy. You said standards, so your way of moving is different. So Katt's way of moving, the way he came in, the way you came in is different. So I'm not making excuse for him because I don't think everything was right. I'm just saying, Dave, though, you're a superhero. And when you're a superhero, you can't move the same way. If you're a superhero, the way you are, you can't just flex your superpower for no reason because you do have stories about everybody. Probably some personal stories about people.
No. What happened between you and Ali Sadiq? I know you said
the
you
world
talk
couldn't
about
possibly want to know that. He's not famous enough for the world to want to know that.
I mean, what did Katt do to Ali? What did he do to you, man?
So let's go to the story. Let me speed it up. Shreveport. We in Shreveport. The song out is Every Day I'm Hustling. Who made that song? Every Day I'm Hustling.
It's Rick Ross.
Rick Ross.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So what year is that?
Shit, I don't remember.
Whatever that shit is. Okay. Yeah. So Every Day I'm Hustling was some anthem that he was coming out to. Like everybody come out to a song. And I want people to understand, I'm not saying Katt's not talented. I'm not saying I don't like Katt. I always was a fan of this little man. I'm talking about when he was Cat in the Hat. Because people act like he been. Most people got on the bandwagon after Friday After Next. Because before that they can't remember a goddamn thing before Friday After Next. Because they didn't know him when he was Cat in the Hat. They didn't know him when he didn't have no teeth and shit. They didn't know him. They wasn't watching him then. I was a fan when Nick had a top hat and had a cane. And his name was Katt in the Hat. It wasn't Katt Williams yet. So Friday After Next, the pimp shit happens. Cool. Always been cool. Back when I booked him and he faxed me his headshot. Sharon Ball wouldn't tell anybody. The nigga headshot to keep players off. It was just a black, you know how facts come through, just black silhouette of his body. This dude named DJ Love plays the song. Katt's manager comes out hollering at him. DJ Love say, hey, my fault. Didn't know. I'm just playing, I'm the warm-up DJ. I'm just playing songs, getting the crowd in. Well, you don't know who you DJ for? He's like, no, I'm the warm-up DJ. I don't know. I'm just doing the show. And this is so early in the game. If he do come out there every day, I'm hustling, what the fuck? Doesn't matter. So she being a little pushy with him, and he's apologized several times. Now he's getting, now you like shitting on him. Now he kind of like, well, who the fuck you talking to now? I've already apologized. I don't know what else you want. I'm not the DJ. I'm the warm-up DJ, and I'm leaving. I gotta go do a club. So all this melee happens. Now
so just for clarity, the DJ played the song prior to Katt coming out, and that's
prior to the show even starting. The show
prior to the show even started.
It's the warm up,
and that's right. And that's what Katt comes out
to. That's his intro song.
Okay, Cardinal Sin.
You know what I'm saying? Not really designed. The song not really designed for him. Rick Ross don't know. Whoever made the song don't know this playing this song.
Right.
You know so it's just a song. You know what I'm saying? So you can pick another song because the song has nothing to do with your goddamn performance. So they in the back room. DJ Love is like, yo man, y'all fucking talking reckless to me, I don't like it. So Katt comes out with this player shit and Jill like, yo dog, nigga, you just fucking with that bullshit. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I played the song, this stupid broad talking fucking crazy to me. Hey man, I apologize. What the f is up? Well, nigga, hey nigga, we can do what? We can do what? Yeah? So I come and get Love. Baby standing there, 3 feet. I come slide and grab Love. I'm like, Love, They say, man, nah, nigga talking reckless, dog. I killed all them police right there. And he's like, man, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Didn't know who I am. And it's a mild-mannered Katt. He's being offended.
And where y'all? Like what city?
We in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Okay. Right.
Now, this shit happens. This over. The performance happens. Everybody go out. Katt rides back to the hotel with me to the Island Capri. We talking about tattoos the whole way. Because my man Raphael do tattoos, and I was going to get one before I left. Now, years go by. Now, that's one. Me and Kicking Den. Years go by. We at the Reliant Arena here. 2 shows. It's February. 2 shows. Thursday and Friday. I perform Thursday. Friday, I perform. I come out to get this cat named Ghetto. I walk out to get this cat named Ghetto. You probably know Ghetto.
Yeah, I know Ghetto.
Ghetto will vouch for this story. Yeah. I walk out to get Ghetto. I turn back around. You know how the arena people look in the goddamn yellow shirts. All of them are locked arms standing in front of the door. I'm like, hey, let me slide through y'all. And the lady who was sitting in front of my door, she said, Ali, I can't let you back in the building. I said, what? Ali, I can't let you back in the building. I said, for what? So they don't know what's going on. It's just been a sign. Don't let Ali Steve back in this building. Okay, cool. Katt's security at the time, dude's name is Carl. Carl comes and he talking over the shoulders of the security people. I'm standing outside, me and Ghetto. I'm like, what the fuck going on? I'm like, Carl, what's up? He's like, man, Katt, I don't know what the fuck is up, man. Katt don't want you back in the building. I said, what? Man, he ain't say nothing. But I can see Katt and his wife were talking, like I can see them. And I'm like, what's up? So this thing turned his back to me.
I think the world want to know what happened between you and Ali Sadiq. I know you said
The
you
world
won't talk
couldn't
about it.
possibly want to know
wanna
that.
know,
He's
man.
not
We
famous enough for the world to want to know that. But if you pick the actual king, then make sure that your story is correct. And unfortunately, his story is not correct. No matter what he says, he never met me. He made it disrespectful that a security guard that was 6'7" reached over him to pay him, not mentioning the fact that he got paid for not doing anything.
Well, let's start at the beginning of the Reliant thing.
I don't know if I want to.
I'm gonna start,
ahead.
and
Fair enough.
but I think for the sake of the audience, knowing just
Tell
having
them who
an
Ali
idea of
Siddiq
what we're
is
talking
first.
about. ID Sadiq is a comedian from Houston that's based in Houston. Yeah. Now, Ali said that he went to a Reliant arena and he was on the same show as you. He showed up, and the security stopped him from entering the building. And they said, and then somebody told him Katt didn't want you to come in. And then at some point, somebody else came and gave him a check. Another security person reached over somebody's shoulder and gave him a check. He said that the people that were the working security locked arms to prevent him from walking inside of the building. And he thought that, you had a problem with him. And he said he didn't know why you had a problem with him. And to this day, he don't know why you have a problem with him. That was the
It'd be nice if that was the story. So now, if that's the story, then let me see if I got this correct. A guy I've never met was supposed to be doing a show with me. And I got so angry, even though I hadn't met him, that I had security keep him out of the building. See, that's the problem with lies. They're faulty from their inception, sir. I'm the person in the story that doesn't have a grudge to feel. I don't care why I didn't like Katt Williams. I would get to the bottom of it. This is not one of those stories. First of all, the actual truth of this matter is, every city that I go to, I already have the comedians who are opening up for me. Not just this tour, but for the 17 100 city tours previous to this. I never go to the city and go, hey, do you guys have some comics here? I'd like to add them to my show. I just don't do it. I travel with the comedians that are coming to your city. We're one unit and one team when we come. That is to let you understand that no comic was fin to come join us that evening because there isn't space for it. I still have to do an hour at the end of this. There's a limited amount of time. So we could just start there. Second of all, I don't care where you're from, what the venue is, how cool you are with the people that work there. Katt Williams show means Katt Williams show. That means don't nothing move but the money. There ain't no loud talking and voice raising and, how dare you? How dare you? Let me look on the advertisements and see, do I see your name or face, sir, whoever you may be? Where would you even get the entitlement to be having this question? This is like me insisting that the Lakers put me on as a starter. And I won't take no for an answer. It's ridiculous. You don't even play in our league. And that's before I knew who you were. Now that I know who you are, I'm just ashamed because you took something personal that couldn't have been personal. I didn't meet you. That's how it would have gone if I wasn't there, because the truth is, I wasn't there. All of this happened before I got there.
What happened with the check? When the security guy gave him
when
the check?
when I asked what the person had said, I said, well, I don't understand. I don't understand why he's so angry. What did he say to you? He said, I'm supposed to be on this show. I said, well, maybe he was expecting to get some sort of a payment. And now he thinks he doesn't get to get paid because we already have a tour. I wouldn't want that. Pay him for performing. So he got the check of the performer. This is what he's angry about. Imagine the audacity. Your story is that I'm kicking you out. Get out and lock arms and don't let him in. And paying you? Make it make sense, King.
What you telling us about what's going on in jail?
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell. But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you're going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
That's right, true.
Tomorrow, be there.
All right.
Red Grant show, I know
Red
I'll
Grant.
be there. Don't miss it.
Red Grant, Katt Williams, thank y'all for coming through, man.
Yes.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in.
I see why people come to Wanda's show.
Yeah.
Because Frank Ski puts it down.
That's right. Get on out here with your crazy ass.
Uh-huh. Is he crazy?
And help me get to the salon. All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of...
That joint was.
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't.
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled fingers. While you on air, so they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry, ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
Only one of our hands moving while we talk.
Are you all right this morning? Are you okay?
Greg Grant, Atlanta Comedy.
Tell Wanda to take off them headphones and that wig.
And make sure.
That wig and the headphones
and
come
take
together.
off them old ass clothes you got on. How about that? Yeah, they're old.
Versace, yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
She said,
Versace.
I want to apologize to the people at Versace Collection. This is your 2019 summer line that hasn't come out.
But you had to open it up and show us it was Versace. I wanted to.
No, I didn't have to open it up. These people are on radio. They can't see anything.
Yeah, but you opened it up so we could see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, happy
whatever store is for the Black Lane Bryant.
That's right. Very proud.
Okay, let's
Very
play some
proud.
music real quick if we can. We going to a break real quick?
Very
All right,
proud.
cool. We go to a break.
Shout outs to Forever 21.
Yeah.
Necklace Collection.
That's right. Shout out.
I don't remember me for wilding out, right? I'm not the right one to Jones on.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me that.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600.
Whatever, little mama.
I'm Lil Mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
And what are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
Oh, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
Yes,
big in
ma'am.
prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah.
off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay.
No.
Calm
No.
down. Calm down.
Only one of us has $12 worth of jewelry on. No.
No, $12.
That all is available. If you want to have Wanda's jewelry, please go to Citgo or Quick Trip at any point. If you buy 2 packs of Newport 100s, they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash. Won't you come on down?
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
The show starts at 9. Wanda gets to the stage at 9:17. Please come on down.
Go, Shay, please come get Miss Katt and do her
She's
hair.
almost out of breath. Be careful now. Even on the radio, you can hear the fact that exercise has crept into her vocabulary.
Hurry up, little mama. We're done.
You already used that one. Don't repeat your jokes, Fresh Comic.
All right, go ahead. Just go to the break.
Get your ass out of here.
Dog, but my dog doing cocaine with you, I don't appreciate it, and I have a problem.
I'm like, and at that moment, I was realized that, you know what? I never clarified that was me bullshitting, and I wanted to tell him that. Let me tell you the type of dude Katt was at that moment. He said, no, I'm gonna give you a choice. You can tell me you did it just because you didn't give a fuck, and I can leave knowing that you didn't give a fuck. He said, or you could tell me you was just doing it because you wanted to go viral. I said, the latter, absolutely. He said, you just want to be viral? He said, okay, cool. That's all I want the mother to know. You good with me? Just don't do it again. And I was like, yeah, for sure. I'm back, man. I love you, Katt, man. I'm sorry, man. He said, I don't want to hear that. What are you doing upstairs? I'm like, shit, we eating, having some drinks and shit. Cause I still don't know where I'm at with him. Cause Katt kind of got this gangster little undertone. And I'm like, what? And he got these big ass security. He said, well, let's go up and have some food and some drinks. So we go upstairs. So I come back to the table. He said, go ahead, I'm right behind you. I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. Katt just checked me slick. But I'm glad he was cool. So I get to the table like, ladies, Katt Williams want to know if y'all want more drinks and food. They're like, Katt Williams, yeah. Now, I'm not gonna use the word kidnap, because then it would be me messing up again. Katt said, look, I got the whole floor of the hotel. Come up, let's hang out. Bring your drinks. So I gotta look around for I just be like, hell yeah, I wanna go, because I'm a man. I wanna be like, all right, let's go upstairs. So Katt say, come on. I say, you ladies, y'all good? They like, hell yeah, that's Katt. All right, boom, paper ticket. We get upstairs. Katt got on, the Pooh Shiesty mask? Yep. Katt had on a Pooh Shiesty mask. Katt put on a wife beater. He had on a wife beater, took a shirt, had on a wife beater, Pooh Shiesty mask, and that was coming out the bottom of it. Katt pulled out his iMac computer, set it up in the room. Katt sat there and played over 30 of the jammingest songs I ever heard. I'm like, nigga, you rap? Absolutely, this is what I really do. And I sat there and I realized at that moment, man, hey man, this guy is really underrated, man, because I'm like, just for him to handle the situation the way he handled it, I was like, damn, Katt, all right with me, man. So it's funny that after that happened, we was cool, he had this tour going and whatnot. We probably chilled with Katt for like 2 hours. Katt pulled back up on me at my salon. I never forget, unannounced. He pulls up in his Rolls Royce, hops out, comes in. We were doing like a pop-up shop in my salon. And Katt Williams came in there and supported every vendor in that salon that day, unannounced. Nobody had to ask him nothing. He said, I want to know what y'all selling, because I'm buying. Katt came in there and spent about $300 to $3,500, man. They called me. I was like, Katt, man, I'm out of town. He's like, it doesn't matter. I'm here to support. I love you.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa.